Welcome to the Unity BootCamp lesson on email authentication. We'll start this lesson once again in the brainCloud API reference and take a look at the authenticate email password request. This request is very similar to the authenticate universal request, but instead of a user ID, we pass in an email address. Open Visual Studio and navigate to the network class. Implement a public method called requestAuthenticateEmail. This method should take in an email address and password as arguments, along with the authentication delegates from previous lessons. Write a success callback lambda. In the body of the success callback lambda, log the response data and invoke the existing handle authentication success method. Next, we'll write the failed callback lambda. In the body, log an error along with the status message, and if the failed callback delegate is set, it will be invoked. Finally, make the authenticate email brainCloud request. Pass in the email, password, true, to force create an account in the event that one does not exist. Also pass in the success and failure callback lambdas. Save the file. Open the email login dialog class. We need to apply the same changes to this class that we did in the previous lesson for the universal login dialog class. Declare a pair of private network authentication request delegates. Then implement a public set function to set our delegate member variables. In the onLogin button clicked method, delete the to-do statement, and in its place, hide the dialog, show the connecting dialog, then invoke the network's request authentication email method, passing in the email and password from the text fields, along with the callback delegate member variables as the arguments. Save the file. Open the dialog manager class. We're going to modify the show email login dialogs parameter list. Add a pair of authentication delegate parameters to the method. In the body, invoke the email login dialogs set method, pass in the parameters as the arguments. Save the file. Finally, head into the game class, and in the handle authentication method, replace the statement that shows the universal login dialog with the statement that shows the email login dialog. Save the file and then open Unity. In Unity, if you need to perform a manual refresh, do so now. Run the game. We should automatically reconnect to brainCloud. That's okay. Go to the brainCloud dialog, log out, and when the menu refreshes, click Login. Notice the email login dialog is displayed. Enter an email address and a password. However, to make debugging on the brainCloud portal easier, be sure to use an email address that is different from the one that you used for your brainCloud portal account. Once that's done, click Login. We have successfully authenticated with an email identity. Updating the player's username is the next lesson in the Unity Bootcamp.